What's up, guys? Welcome to a brand new YouTube video. I have a really solid one coming your way today. This is one of the most common questions I get, particularly from people who are inquiring about like our program, entrepreneurs who are inquiring about our online fitness and self-development coaching program. But this is a question that I'm sure is in a lot of your guys' heads, whether you've asked me or asked someone else or haven't asked anybody yet. And that is the pros and cons of in-person training versus online training. And then I put Elite Self Coaching, our training program, in kind of a separate category because we've customized ours to go a level beyond online training for the type of person that we serve specifically. And so I'm essentially just going to be breaking down each one because they all do have their pros and cons. But a lot of people are unaware of how effective or ineffective each scope of practice is based on what they want. And so I just wanted to provide a little swift source of education and insight for you in this department. I've been in all three boats. I've been a personal trainer. I've been your traditional online trainer. And now we have Elite Self Coaching, which is, again, a step above that. And so I just want to give you insight from a person who's been in all three boats and has helped people in all three boats and has seen the pros and cons of all three boats. So my intent here is to be completely objective. If you know me to any degree, you know I keep it straight to the point. I don't just put a bunch of fluff or sugarcoat it. And I'm not just like unreasonably biased towards my own scope of practice. I acknowledge that my scope of practice is much more effective for a certain type of person in a certain type of place with a certain set of goals. And I acknowledge that other scopes of practice are more effective for different people with different goals and in different places, right? And so it's all a matter of who you are and who you want to become, what goals you have and what you're struggling with. That will determine the scope of practice that is most effective for you. So without further ado, I made a little visual to go off of that is pretty generalized, but it will also give you a pretty good idea of kind of the landscape and what's going on here. So I'm going to share my screen. So, okay. Yeah, my computer gets super slow when I record stuff, guys. So you'll have to bear with me here. All right. Let's get right into things here. Let's zoom in a bit if I can figure out there. Oh, so I kind of broke it down into four main categories here, guys: fitness, nutrition / health / energy, mindset and identity, and also habits and lifestyle. These are going to be kind of like the core kind of main components of what we're going to measure in regards of how effective the scope of practice is, and in regards of how well each scopes of practice tackles each area. And so as you can see, for personal trainers obviously only tackle the fitness department, right? That's the only thing that they focus on. And that's kind of where they have their downfall. And that's why 97% plus of people who see results within a personal trainer within that container regress after 1 to 3 years. It's because nothing else changes. And again, I used to be a personal trainer. I was a personal trainer for 1.5 years. And the thing about personal trainers is, first of all, I'll start with the good part. Okay. So the in-person trainer, obviously the good thing there is they're literally standing in front of you, holding your hand each and every single workout for every single minute. So if you're the type of person that feels like you need that literal in-person guidance of a person literally watching you to do every single workout, then this may be the option for you, right? I personally, a lot of the people that we help, they don't need that level of accountability. They're pretty self-directed, and once they get a plan, they just sink their teeth into it. And but I mean, if you know you're the type of person that literally needs somebody to like watch you work out, then obviously personal training would check that box, right? I kind of also broke it down into strategy and accountability for each area, just because I think both of them matter and both of them are worth kind of pointing out. So fitness, like for the strategy for personal trainers, it's obviously very good. I didn't really quantify this graph, by the way, just because there's so many variables. There's so many different, like even within personal trainers, like personal trainer A could give you an amazing strategy. Personal trainer B could give you a crap strategy. So it's hard to even generalize this. It's also person to person and company to company. But again, I just want to give you guys an idea of the landscape here. And so A personal trainer will give you an adequate, fitness strategy, right? They'll take into account your goals, kind of where you're at, and they'll give you a workout plan, right? Based on where you're at, and they'll watch you do it. They'll teach you how to do it, like form wise. If they're an educated trainer, that is, a lot of trainers I've seen have fairly questionable form themselves and their clients also. So, but anyways, it's trainer to trainer. Some trainers have spectacular form and teach their clients spectacular form, and some don't. It's hit and miss. Accountability. So this is an interesting one. They have a very, very high level of accountability for the fitness side of things for the sessions that you are prescribed. So for example, if you sign up for 2 sessions a week, you have very good accountability for 2 sessions, but very poor accountability for the other 5 days a week, where you might be hitting 2, 3, 4 other workouts, right? If you sign up for 5 sessions a week, you have very good accountability for 100% of the fitness stuff, right? But then at that point, you're paying like well over $1,000 a month just for fitness, right? And so it becomes very inefficient cost-wise for accountability and strategy in just one area, right? And so this is why these days personal training is probably the least efficient scope of practice that exists within the health and fitness sphere of coaching. And again, like a personal trainer, I could probably also tap into this in regards of like a physiotherapist. Like for example, if you have like certain injuries and certain limitations like with your joints, and you have certain like muscle like I don't know, like if you have certain like things going on with your body that you need physical work on also, and you need like a specific action plan in order to remedy those injuries or limitations or whatever, a physio probably more so than a personal trainer would be a solid option. A personal trainer maybe, depending on their education level, but that's not really a rabbit hole that's worth going into here. But the point is, personal trainers, again, very expensive if you get the full shebang in regards of every workout watched, and then it's partial accountability for the workouts that like you get good accountability for the workouts that exist with the personal trainer, and obviously no accountability for the workouts that don't. So it's just that it is what it is. So that's pretty much personal trainers. Not sure how much there is more to say about that. Again, they don't really focus on anything else. And this is why they're if we're considering results, this is why they're also like the least effective, just objectively, because if you want to lose weight, for example, personal trainer doesn't even touch that. The thing that will generate weight loss for you is getting in a calorie deficit, and personal trainers don't touch nutrition or your health or your energy. Like they only see you and they only give you strategy and accountability for 2, 3, 4 hours out of your 168-hour week. And so you have 160 plus hours out of the week that you're on your own, where what are you going to do with your nutrition, your lifestyle, right? Your other workouts, your mindset, your inner development, all these things that matter, they're not touched on by trainers. So this is why it can be ineffective. But again, for a specific subsect of person that needs a specific thing physically, that needs a person watching them, then this could be the option for them, right? Now, let's move on. Traditional online coaching. As you can see, so I mean, the thing that's mainly different here is the implementation of the nutrition / energy / health factor. Most online trainers out there will give you some sort of diet assistance, right? They'll help you track your calories, or they'll help you determine like what amount of calories you need to track in order to lose weight or gain muscle, or whatever the case is. Some of them will make meal plans for you. Some of them, and again, it's company to company, person to person. Some of them may just toss you a meal plan and say, good luck, which is what a lot of our clients have said people have done to them in the past, and it just hasn't been effective. Some of them are really good. I have friends that are online trainers that are very, very good, right? And so it's person to person, company to company. The fitness strategy will be very good. I have it, I think, a little bit higher than the personal training one, just because the personal training will only give you strategy for the amount of workouts that you're there with them. Whereas a traditional online coach will give you all the strategy, right? At least like they should, regarding all the workouts in a week, across mobility, your cardio development, your your resistance training, and any other physical related goals you have, aesthetically or otherwise. They'll give you a strategy and also accountability. Again, this is kind of hit and miss. Some online trainers will give you very good accountability. Some of them will just send you a weekly text in saying, hey, hope you're doing well. Let me know if you have any questions, and it's not really effective. So again, hit and miss. Online trainers, a lot of them will have like a weekly call there for you, which is good to get a touch point. Some of them won't, to discuss what's going on. Same thing for the nutrition, health, and energy aspect of it. But again, the main punchline here, personal training versus online, is the implementation of the focus of health and nutrition and energy. This is where the results are really created in the short term, is fitness plus nutrition. This is absolutely crucial. Again, this is why a lot of people, and even I noticed this as a personal trainer, I'm like, wow, I'm giving my clients incredible workouts, but still they're not losing weight. Still, they're not really seeing any long-term progress. I'm like, wow, I'm teaching them literally the right form. I'm pushing them like in a very responsible manner, right? Progressive overload. And I'm teaching them how to push their bodies in a safe manner, and they're sweating, they're having a good time, they're burning calories, but still they're not seeing results. And I was like, why? And then I'm like, oh yeah, right. The scope of practice excludes a very important thing in their nutrition. Okay. But we still see a lot of traditional online fitness coaches give their clients the fitness and nutrition strategy, and they still don't see results, or they see results in the short term, but not the long term. I can't tell you how many clients have come to me saying that they were with a previous online program before, but it didn't last. Right. And so this is where Elite Self coaching comes in. And we specifically these days primarily work with entrepreneurs. Ultimately, we like working with people who have a massive desire to become the best versions of themselves, the elite versions of themselves mentally and physically, and want to max out their potential in life and in business. And again, our type of client doesn't need somebody to literally watch them work out. They are self-directed enough. In fact, most of our clients are very accountable to themselves because they've already succeeded to a high level in their career, their business. And now they just need a system that will actually help them get in amazing shape, that will actually mesh with their business or career lifestyle, that won't take any time away from it, that will be sustainable for them so they can still enjoy their life, right? And so this is what we do. And then so for the fitness strategy, our accountability, so obviously here, I've designed this program such that all of these are accounted for at a very high level. Let's unpack this. First and foremost, the fitness side of things, this will be the way we have things dialed in with our fitness right now, it's extremely customized to our clients' availability, their schedule, their experience level, and their body goals, right? And so it's very dialed in and very customized. I'm giving other online trainers here the benefit of the doubt, saying that they're doing the same thing. A lot of them aren't, but let's just say they are, right? And we have a high level of accountability to it, higher than your average online coach. Your average online coach out there will simply just create a workout plan for you and just say, do this, right? And then nothing's really tracked, nothing's really audited. There isn't a high level of focus behind how are you doing with the workouts? What's easy? What's hard? Which movements don't feel good in certain places? Which movements do? How are you progressing along them? And this is a very important area to measure, because the intensity at which you work out and measuring the safety of it as well, making sure you're moving properly. A lot of online trainers will have pretty much no form support, right? So the good thing about personal trainers is they watch you and they make sure that you're doing the exact form. But after an initial form education, it becomes obsolete, where you know how to move properly, but now they're just essentially holding your hand for the next few months when you don't even really need it, right? And so coming from a personal trainer into an average online coaching environment where there's really no form help, I'm like, okay, how can we improve Elite Self such that we get best of both worlds here? And so we have a form course that we have tutorial videos for each movement. And we also have video audits with our clients, especially if we're heading into compound movements and things like that, just to make sure they're moving safely, they know the fundamentals, and we do it on Zoom until it's correct. And then we get them into the programming, right? So we really make sure our clients are doing things safe and they're educated on how to do it. Nothing more or nothing less than what they need to progress safely. And this is where personal trainers, it's much more than what you need, right? After the first few sessions, after they teach you form and things like this, you don't need it anymore. You don't need somebody to watch you do it, right? And so this is simply what I've changed about this. And the accountability behind it is very high as well. I mean, I can even show you guys. Let's see here. Okay, I won't exit out of this window. I was going to show you guys the report cards we have for our clients that tracks everything. That, if you guys want more like information, by the way, on our program, just watch the pinned video on my YouTube channel. There's a whole program breakdown there, and including the report cards and everything. So you can check that out if you like. But anyways, let's move on. Nutrition/health / energy. Again, I'm giving the benefit of the doubt that the online trainers here are very dialed in and focused on this, where we help our clients progress towards their body goals, making sure that they're eating the right amount of calories, making sure that their protein levels are adequate, and optimizing their health and their nutrition in any other areas that need it. So whether they need a multivitamin or to supplement protein or to change around some micronutrients, if there's a massive deficit somewhere, or if there's a massive excess somewhere, we look at that, we audit it, and then we adjust the diet accordingly to make sure that they're not only progressing their body in the right direction, but they're also healthy and they're giving themselves the fuel they need to create good energy. This is important to us, and it's important to our entrepreneurs, because in order to max out our potential in business and in life, we need to be healthy, live long enough. We need to be energized mentally and physically on a daily basis. So it's very important. And again, we audit this on a weekly basis through weekly Zoom calls. And we just audit how the week went. We have an app that we track everything through with the fitness and the nutrition and any other self-development related initiatives that we have. We just audit what was completed, how did it go, how did it feel, what was easy, what was hard, and then we make adjustments for the following week. And now this is where these two here are where we really set ourselves apart as well from your traditional online coach. This is something that not a lot of online coaches are even aware matters. And a lot of them are wondering why their clients are leaving or why their clients never maintain progress in the long term. It's because neither of these two are focused on. Let's start with mindset and identity. One example that illustrates this very well is, I think it's 80% of people who win the lottery regress back down to their previous financial status within 3 to 5 years. The reason being is, while their bank account was now a millionaire, like it was a bank account of a millionaire, their insides, their emotions and their identity, their view of themselves, their self-concept was still that of a broke person or a person that wasn't worth $1 million. And eventually their external, even though there was short-term progress in winning the lottery, it eventually came back down to match their identity. Same thing with fitness results. This is why 97% of in-person clients regress in the long term, is because nothing was addressed in their mindset and identity. They're the same person that had that had someone watching them over their shoulder for 6 months, and that's why they got progress, if they did even get progress. But then after that person's not watching them anymore, it just reverses. 97%. This has been like documented. I'm not sure what the exact percentage is with online coaching, but I can't imagine it's much better with the amount of clients that we've gotten from other online programs that just didn't last in the long term. And like, the industry success rate is extraordinarily low. So I don't know what the exact percentage is, but I know it's low. And so we make sure that our clients are not only getting equipped with the right strategy and accountability in order to make progress, but they're actually developing their mindset and a self-concept into the type of person that never has to worry about falling off again. And if you view it like this, another cute little analogy I have for you guys is, like, when your parents first started forcing you to brush your teeth when you were like, I don't know how old, a baby, toddler, kid, right? Maybe not a baby, but a toddler or kid. You hated it at the start, or maybe you did or you didn't, but it was just unnatural. It wasn't like a regular thing you did. It wasn't part of your life or your routine. And but eventually it was. Now it's a part of who you are, and now you feel weird if you don't do it. You feel weird if you don't brush your teeth. Like you feel like something's missing. It's like it's just something you make sure it happens. It'd be very, very hard for you to miss more than 1 or 2 days of not brushing your teeth, right? And so same thing here. It's like we really focus on the mindset side of things, where we focus on major milestones with our clients of looking for the milestone where they actually start to enjoy this journey. Because once you start to enjoy this journey, it becomes much more sustainable, right? Some clients it happens a weekend, some clients it happens a month or 2 or 3 months in. But we make sure that we equip them with the strategy that they will actually enjoy and is actually conducive to their lifestyle, which I'll talk more about in a second, such that they actually start to enjoy it. And we equip them with very imperative mindset strategies, like mindset tools, rather, to actually navigate this journey to make it sustainable in the long term as well. A lot of like online coaches do not touch on this at all. Like I was saying, like mindset is arguably the most important part of this whole thing, because to achieve anything great in life, it's a matter of 80% psychology, 20% mechanics. Like fitness and nutrition would be like the mechanics of this journey. Your mindset is like the psychology, right? And so having the right mindset, learning how to think about this journey, learning how to think about obstacles and overcome obstacles, learning how to adjust, learning how to compromise with yourself, learning how to maintain momentum, especially when times get tough in whatever way they get tough. These things matter a lot. And they matter in regards of your long-term progress as well. It's like teaching a person to fish as opposed to feeding them for a day type of deal. And so for each person, this development looks a little bit different. Everyone comes in with their head and beliefs in a slightly different place. And so whatever the area of opportunity is there, we focus on it and we make sure that we turn them into the type of person that never has to worry about falling off again. And that is our focus. And then habits and lifestyle too. This is, again, something that not a lot of, well, certainly in-person trainers don't focus on, but online trainers, many of them don't focus on. And again, some of them do. Some of them are good, but many don't. And so this is just a very oversimplified general kind of illustration, obviously. But anyways, with habits and lifestyle, this also contributes to your health and fitness. Like this would include certain sleep-related initiatives, certain energy-related initiatives. And there's a lot of overlap between a lot of these things. For example, like simply partaking in a fitness and nutrition plan will develop your mindset to a certain extent. Developing your mindset will help you with your habits and your consistency with your habits. Setting up your habits and lifestyle in an optimal way will help you, again, maintain consistency with your health and nutrition. So all of these are kind of intertwined in a certain way, but with your habits and lifestyle, especially with the entrepreneurs we help who are grinding, working a lot, giving a lot of themselves to their business and taking it to that next level. They don't want to take much time, if any time, away from their business. And they also want to maintain the elements of their lifestyle that they enjoy, like eating certain things or drinking certain things, or especially the travel side of things as well is a common thing we see. And so making sure that this strategy is lifestyle proof for an entrepreneur and a high performance professional. And making sure that we equip them with the habits that will actually set them up for success, or helping them reduce or eliminate certain habits that are actually detrimental to their success. So outside of the fitness and nutrition, this could look like many different things, but just making sure we're focused on that. And again, we track any initiative that we create in any of these departments is within the app that we use, and it's tracked within our client report cards, and it's audited each and every single week. And it's audited against the results we're specifically looking to create from the initiative. We don't just throw a bunch of things in our client's dashboard willy-nilly. We're very intentional about focusing on the highest leverage things within these categories and making sure we're really setting up our clients for success, so that this is the last program they'll have to invest in with their health and their fitness. And again, we're able to do this because I've been in each of these scopes of practice. I've seen the flaws, I've seen the mindset, I've seen the results, and we've done a lot of hard work to make sure that our program is hitting the necessary nails on the head in the necessary ways. And yeah, so I just wanted to bring that to your guys' attention today. that's again a generalization of how online coaching differs from in-person training and how we also differ from traditional online coaching, especially for the types of people we like to serve, who are self-driven, ambitious entrepreneurs who have probably done pretty well in their business up until this point, but now it's time to focus on their health and their fitness, and they want to find a way to actually get in amazing shape, create high levels of energy each and every single day, get healthy without taking a single ounce of execution away from their business or their lifestyle. And so that's our intent here. That's how we have things built. Again, if you guys want to see what this actually looks like in regards of how we've structured our program, check out the pinned video on my YouTube channel. I go in depth into what our program looks like. And I also have some really good mindset stuff in that video as well. Again, really doubling down on the mindset and identity piece, because it's literally the most important piece in this whole equation. So I hope that was useful for you guys. If you have any more questions about this in regards of what scope of practice might be better for you based on a certain set of variables, feel free to hit me up or comment in the comments. Hit me up on Instagram. Feel free to shoot me a message. Again, I'll give you my honest 2 cents on what I think, if you think that would be valuable for you. So without further ado, guys, I hope that was useful for you. Again, hit me up if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.